Can you talk a little bit about Del Toro and how he guided you in composing the score for The Shape of Water?
Well, Guillermo, he brings everybody in his team together behind him like a king with his knights, and there's a total bonding. I don't know, there's a magic about him that makes us all want to be at our top, at our best. And for the music, we discussed a few things, and very early on, I could feel that everything was open. I could have said, oh no, we'll record 76 trombones. He would have said, oh yes, great idea. But we went to another route with these many flutes and the whistling, but every moment of the trajectory of the composition was submitted to him, and he was always benevolent and enthusiastic and happy, and it was a marvelous experience, one of my rare, beautiful experiences.
C'est comment la deuxième fois comparé à la première? Est-ce que c'est moins de stress, plus de stress? Et puis, alors, tu vas le mettre où, ce deuxième Oscar?
I answer in French? Oui, oui. Oui, la montée sur scène était moins pénible que la première fois, qui était très, très difficile. Donc ça, voilà, je suis content que ce soit arrivé. Il y avait une concurrence incroyable avec John Williams, Johnny Greenwood, donc c'était vraiment incroyable, Carter Burwell et Hans. Donc certainement le succès du film aussi est énorme, ces 13 nominations, c'est quand même magnifique, et comment ce film se répand dans le monde avec beaucoup d'amour, parce que c'est un film sur l'amour. Et pour venir à où je vais mettre l'Oscar, en fait, le premier se promène un peu partout dans mon studio, voire dans la maison. Je n'ai plus de chat, donc c'est l'Oscar qui se promène. Donc j'avais 2 chats d'ailleurs. Donc c'est le deuxième Oscar qui va prendre la place du deuxième chat et qui pourra celui aussi se promener un peu partout. Voilà, mais pas loin, pas trop loin, à proximité. Merci Ramzi.
Can you talk a little bit about finding that magic that really brings the fairy tale, but the true romance of the movie together in the music that you did so excellently?
Thank you. Well, very early on, it was clear for Guillermo and I that the music should be just the voice of love, because we didn't want to do sci-fi or danger. There are some moments of fear later or of chase, but the most thing was to find the soul. The soul of the film is love, the love between Eliza and Octavia, the love between Eliza and Giles, the love between Eliza and the creature, and the non-love of Strickland and his wife, the non-love of Strickland of all the other people around him, unless they're white and military. So it was the line to follow all the way, and by trying to add to that a sense of longing, because when impossible love is hurting you, there's a pain in your chest, and the water, because water is always present, from the bathtub to the sea, feeling this when you swim in tropical water, you barely feel the water on your skin. And I just tried to figure out that with the instrumentation, the way the melody plays in waves, the chord changes, the softness of the instrumentation, the flutes, the whistle and the accordion. It's all instruments with air. They all have something very organic. So I guess it's a combination of that.
On dit souvent que la créativité vient aussi de la contrainte. Est-ce que vous pouvez partager quelques moments de combat avec Guillermo? We say that creativity comes out of constraints sometimes. Can you share a few times where you two had to battle to find the right thing to do?
We never had to battle. Never had. There was not one moment of battle. It was all, as the film, flowing and smooth and beautiful. There were some tweaks, when the orchestra plays at Abbey Road, the London Symphony, sometimes there's something that can be a bit less, a bit more, but it's, micro things. And, the way a composer works for film, he works for a collective art form. He doesn't work for himself to be played in a concert hall. He's dedicated to an object which it is not his object, it's just part of it. So constraint is something that I live with, I've learned to live with every day. And it's not easy, but you learn how to do it. And in that frame that you're given, you try to have fireworks.